Hey yogis, what's up and welcome to my yoga YouTube channel. I'm Jillian and today I will be guiding you through a yoga for great sex vinyasa sequence. I created this sequence back when I was at my yoga teacher training in Bali, and I really tried to focus it around the sacral muscles, the genital muscles, inner thighs, and also that sacral chakra. So we're going to be moving with the breath, connecting deeply with our body, doing some balancing postures to help us focus on one specific task, and a couple of other movements that I think you guys will enjoy and that will also help you for a successful sex life with your partner. So hop into some comfortable clothing and let's get ready to flow. Welcome everybody to my Yoga for Great Sex Vinyasa sequence. We can begin here seated in a comfortable position, cross-legged. If you normally sit with one leg in front of the other, maybe take time to switch. Stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis, we have a nice long spine here. And we can gently float the eyes closed as we take the palms facing up on the knees. We're going to start to connect with our body before our practice, inhaling deeply through the nostrils, exhaling out through the mouth. Start to take around 10 deep breaths here, really connecting yourself to your own energy, your own body, starting to become one. On the inhale, we'll send the breath all the way down to the pelvic floor, cultivating energy. And on the exhale, gush it out through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, we'll take the left palm to the lower belly and just start to feel yourself breathe. Breathing into the lower belly, focusing on that area, cultivating energy into your sacral and solar plexus chakras. Expanding through the belly, creating a big Buddha belly with our breath. We feel our hand rising and lowering. And whenever you're ready, we'll take the right palm to the chest. Here we'll start to work with sectional breathing. So on a 2-part inhale, we'll start with the belly, followed by rising through the chest. Shoulders remain away from the ears. And on the 2-part exhale, lowering the chest, followed by the belly. Focusing on this intricate breath connects us deeply to our body and our mind. Taking this time of pranayama to really feel your own energy and connect. Tap into and channel that divine self, that inner Shakti, that inner female sexual energy. One more deep breath. And whenever you're ready, we'll release the palms face up on the knees. Take a breath here, center yourself. Maybe roll out the shoulders. And inhale, arms come up overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands in prayer, heart center. Flutter the eyes open. Coming back to your body, we'll come to a tabletop position on all fours, stacking our wrists directly underneath our shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Starting with cat and cow, we'll inhale, dropping the belly, gaze comes up. Exhale, tucking the tailbone and rounding through the spine. Moving with the breath. One pose per breath. On the inhale, we open through the chest, maybe slight smile, gazes up. And on the exhale, tucking the tailbone, broadening through the shoulder blades, and tucking the chin. Always option to exaggerate the movement here by sending the hips back on the exhale and inhaling, peeling the chest forward through the palms. And wherever you are, making sure to move at your own pace, moving with the breath. On your next exhale, we'll return to a neutral spine, back in tabletop. Inhale, lifting the right leg, keeping the hips square. Bend at the knee and start to create circles with the kneecap. So we're moving from the hip joint here, really trying to focus solely on that ball and socket joint, moving very slow, trying to get the full range of motion. When you're ready, we'll reverse the cycle and start to create circles in the opposite direction. Maybe pointing the toe, finding some lightness and brightness in the toes. Option for circles with the ankle. When you're ready, lowering the leg, same thing on the left side. Inhale, lifting the left leg, hips stay square, bending at the knee, starting to create circles. Nice wide circles. If you feel the need to be rushed, use it as an opportunity to move slower. And when you're ready, reversing the cycle, circle in the opposite direction. All right, and whenever you're ready, we will lower that left leg. Coming back to a tabletop. Tuck the toes here and send the hips back. Spread through all 10 toes, and maybe even reach back and try and get those pinky toes towards the mat. From here, we're going to walk the fingertips forward and release the forehead towards the mat. Spread all 10 fingertips wide and rock side to side. Try and feel a nice shoulder stretch. Open through the side bodies and maybe even explore the outer edges of the fingertips while you're rocking. Close the eyes, take a breath here. Exhale, peel the knees up, send the hips towards the sky. Come into your first downward facing dog of the practice. Since this is our first down dog, option to pedal it out, make any small movements, maybe wag your tail. Just remember to keep your shoulders away from the ears. Back is nice and long, lengthening through the lower spine. On the inhale, gaze between the palms and slowly walk it up towards your hands. We'll keep the weight in our toes here as we micro bend the knees and slowly roll it all the way up to standing. We'll stack one vertebrae at a time. Coming up to standing, we roll out the shoulders and find our alignment in Tandasana, mountain pose. Plant through all four corners of your feet, engage your core and draw your tailbone down. Shoulders away from the ears, we grow tall through the crown of the head. On the inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, float the fingertips down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up the spine halfway, gaze follows. And exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back, lowering on the right knee. Inhale, gaze comes up. Exhale, planting the palms, framing the foot, stepping it back, plank pose. Exhale, lowering knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sliding through to cobra, engaging the back body. And exhale, tuck the toes, send it back, find down dog. Inhale, right leg comes up, engage the core as you plant the right foot between the palms. Lowering on the left knee, gaze comes up on the inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, and this time step the left foot forward, forward fold. Bowing forward, inhale, arms come up, slight back bend up top. And exhale, finding Tandasana, mountain pose. Arms at the sides. Inhale, root to rise, arms come up. Exhale, hands come down the midline, bowing forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the palms, stepping the left foot back, lowering on the left knee. Gaze comes up. And exhale, plant the palms, frame the foot, stepping the right foot back. Find a plank pose. Lowering knees, chest and chin. We inhale, slide through the cobra, tops of the feet ground down. And exhale, tuck the toes, engage your core, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, lengthening through the spine. From here, on the inhale, we'll take the left leg up. Engaging the core, we bring our knee to nose as we plant the left foot in between the palms and lower on the right knee. Gaze comes up on the inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step the foot up, forward fold, lengthen in the lower back. Inhale, arms sweep out and up overhead, slight back bend up top. And exhale, ground down into your mountain pose. Standing nice and confidently, we'll inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, float the fingertips down, plant the palms, and step it back to a plank pose. Option for a full chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin here. So keeping the elbows in, we'll inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And on the exhale, we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here, finding our alignment, shoulders rotating away from the ears. Maybe take time to smile, nod your head yes and no, releasing any tension in the neck, the shoulders, and the facial muscles. We'll jump right back into it. On the inhale, right leg comes up. Engage the core on the exhale, bring your knee to nose, and inhale, right leg comes back up, three-legged dog. One more time, exhale, engage the core, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, plant the right foot in between the palms. Here we're going to straighten through the right hamstring. So right leg is straight, left leg is on the toes. We're going to square the hips here, trying to find a stretch in the right hamstring. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to sink a little deeper into the stretch. Option 2, play with the weight of your fingertips, keeping your fingertips framing the foot, or maybe walk them back between the legs. Playing with the weight here, maybe hop back and forth, and then eventually we'll come to a forward fold. Inhale, arms come up, and we'll meet in a mountain pose. Okay, so from here we're going to take a balancing pose. So come to the center of your yoga mat, maybe shake it out a little bit. Ground down through all four corners of your right foot and start to distribute the weight. Taking the left foot up, maybe swinging it. Eventually grabbing the left foot with your left hand. Inhale, right arm comes up, keeping a point of focus. We're going to gradually shift the weight forward, reaching forward with our right fingertips and pushing into our left hand with our left foot. Our hips are square forward to the short edge of the yoga mat, and we keep a micro bend in the knee. On the next exhale, we'll release the pose, shake it out, and prepare for the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands in prayer down through the midline. Exhale, step it back, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra, engaging the back body. And on the exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Opening through the shoulders, inhale, left leg comes up. engaging the core, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Toes are pointed. And exhale, engage the core, bringing the left foot in between the palms and preparing for that stretch on the left side. So straightening through the left leg. Begin to square the hips and lengthen through the spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Shift the stance, whatever necessary, to get comfortable in the pose. And on our inhale, we'll lengthen the spine, and exhale, sink deeper into the stretch. We can even take our left thumb and pull the hip crease back to square the hips a little more, and start to take any variations. We're just trying to draw energy and create blood flow and oxygen flow to the sacral muscles, the bottom body muscles. From here, we'll start to shift the weight with the fingertips grounded, and we'll step it up to a forward fold. Coming back to the center of our yoga mat, we'll prepare for our balancing postures. Shake it out, maybe take light fists and pound them against your muscles just to wake them up a little bit more. We'll shift the weight into the left foot this time, grounding down through all four corners. We'll sway the right foot and eventually grabbing onto the top of the right foot with the right hand. Inhale, left arm comes forward, micro bending the left knee. We're going to shift the weight forward on the next exhale, keeping one single point of focus. Balancing postures help us in our sex lives because it gives us an opportunity to meditate, to focus, and to tune in on one singular task. So here we're just trying to balance 110 full body experience, kicking that right foot into the hand. On the exhale, release the pose gracefully. We'll shake out the legs, do a little dance, maybe a hop or two. Shake out the arms and inhale, arms come up, Hasta Tadasana. Slight back bend up top, and exhale, float the fingertips forward, forward fold. Planting the palms, we step it back, moving through a vinyasa. And exhale, send it backwards, downward facing dog. Take a breath or two, finding the alignment, grounding the heels down, spreading wide through all 10 fingertips. Opening through the shoulders here. We'll inhale, right leg comes up, bending at the knee, engaging the core, plant the right foot between the palms. Find your foundation, back foot is on the toes, and we'll inhale, rise up to a high lunge. Virabhadrasana 1 variation, crescent lunge. We're keeping the hips square to the front of the yoga mat as the front knee is stacking over the front ankle. And nice and easy here, we're going to shift the weight onto that right foot and exhale, bringing the left knee to the chest. So in one nice movement, make it graceful. We'll bring in the left knee and cross it over the right leg. You know where we're going, eagle pose. Taking the left over right and followed by the arms, left arm over right. We squeeze the legs and arms together, broadening through the shoulder blades. Try and lift your elbows up towards the sky as we sit the hips down even lower, keeping a drishti, a point of focus. So here we engage the core and engage the sacral muscles, which is really great for a better sex life. Balancing slowly, we release the pose, exhale, shake it out, do a little dance, wiggle the arms. And whenever you're ready, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands in prayer down the midline, bow forward. Inhale, spine lifts halfway. And on the exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank, moving through a vinyasa. Chaturanga to up dog, meeting in a downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhaling that left leg up, and same thing on the other side. So we'll engage the core here. And planting the left foot in between the palms will prepare for that high lunge. So stacking the front knee over front ankle, and we'll square the hips forward and take the pinkies behind us so we're rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Back foot is on the ball of the toes. And get ready here for one nice graceful movement, bringing the right knee to the chest, balancing on that left foot. Okay, and maintaining balance, we'll prepare here for Eagle Pose, Garundasana. So taking the right leg over the left, followed by the arms, right arm over the left. Make it nice and easy. On the exhale, we'll sink the hips down while the elbows come up towards the sky. Engage the inner thighs as you spread wide through the back body. Bring the arms together. Hold tighter and engage your Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor muscles. Balancing and breathing. On the exhale, we'll release the pose. Stretch it all the way up. Take a full body stretch. Shake it out. Inhale here, arms up. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, plank pose. Option to move through your vinyasa or skip it, and we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Shining the hips high towards the sky, we ground the heels down. From here, on the exhale, we can just lower the knees and take a wide-legged child's pose. Release your forehead to the mat and open through the side body and the shoulders. Sink your chest in between your thighs and just melt onto the mat. Breathing deeply, we'll come onto our bellies. From here, we'll meet in a Sphinx pose. So coming onto the forearms, about shoulders distance, we want our forearms to be parallel. Tops of the feet ground down as we inhale, shining the chest through the palms, gaze comes up. Exhale, engage the core and round the spine. Inhale, pull the chest through the arms, gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, round through the spine, broaden the shoulder blades. Moving through a cat and cow-like Sphinx sequence. We'll connect with our breath, closing the eyes. Continuing this movement, one breath per movement. Grounding the pelvis to the floor. Use this time here to close your eyes and connect with your breath, your body, and the movement. And whenever you're ready, we'll exhale, plant the palms, and come into a plank pose really quick. From here, we're going to prepare for Pigeon on the right side. So taking the right knee, planting the shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. So the right knee is right behind the right wrist, right ankle behind the left wrist. From here, we'll walk the fingertips up, lift through the chest, square the hips. If you need a block or a bolster here, please do so. And otherwise, we'll walk the fingertips forward and surrender to the pose, releasing the forehead towards the mat. This is a very intense pose. If it's too much on your knees and flexing the foot helps, please do so. Otherwise, whatever feels comfortable, any variations here, we're going to be breathing deeply and lengthening the spine on the inhale. And while we exhale, sinking deeper into that right hip crease. Opening through the hip joints and promoting blood flow and oxygen flow to the sacral muscles is really great for enhancing your experience during your sex life with your partner. So we'll try and breathe in towards our hips. No tension in between the eyebrows. Maybe give a soft smile here. And whenever you're ready, We'll release the pose, walking the fingertips back up, and we'll take the left foot to swing around to the top of the right thigh. So we're coming into a seated twist here. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right elbow to outer edge of left thigh. Twisting towards the left fingertips here to support. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, sink a little deeper. We'll take a slight counter twist here towards the other side and prepare for pigeon on the left. Just kidding, we're taking a little Dandasana in between, so take both legs forward, out front, maybe give light fists to your muscles, wake them up a little bit. Under the thigh. Maybe we'll give a little massage and feel that space in between the hamstrings. There are 3 of them. And whenever you feel that your legs are ready, we'll hop back into pigeon on the left side. So taking that left knee bent, left shin should be parallel or working towards it to the short edge of the mat. We'll square the hips forward, and if that means taking a block or a bolster underneath the left hip crease, please do so. Right leg is extended. Maybe we take a look back and make sure it's extended straight out. And when we find our alignment, we'll inhale, broaden through the chest, walk the fingertip back, and exhale, surrender to the pose. Walking the fingertips forward, we bow the forehead. Shoulders remain away from the ears as we inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale, sink deeper into that left hip crease. Breathe into your hip creases here, give a soft smile, and release the pose, walk the fingertips back up. And same thing on the other side, we'll swing that right foot around towards the top edge of the left thigh, and we'll take a seated twist, inhaling left arm up, and exhale, left elbow, top of the right thigh, twisting towards the right, inhaling to lengthen through the crown of the head, and exhale to twist a little deeper. Grounding through both sit bones here, nice elongated spine. Breathing deeply, making sure sending the breath all the way down to the low belly. And whenever you're ready, exhale, releasing the twist, taking a slight counter twist on the opposite side. And whenever you're ready, we'll all meet in a seated butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, or diamond shape pose. So wherever you are, we'll take the soles of the feet together and send the knees out wide, ground down through the sit bones, maybe scoop the flesh out from underneath. We'll lengthen through the chest and the crown of the head. And maybe we'll start to flutter our wings. Up and down we can play with opening the hip creases. Breathing deeply, maybe we close our eyes. Sending breath to the sacral muscles. Coming to stillness, we'll inhale, lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, we'll take the forearms in front of the shins as we send the forehead towards the mat. The soles of the feet can splay out wide like opening a book. And we'll just try to focus on opening from the hip creases here and not overextending in the knees. Inhaling to lengthen, and exhale, sink a little deeper. Wherever you are, making sure to feel the stretch deeply and explore your own body. Inhaling to come up, Take a cleansing breath here, and we will roll back down onto our backs and come into a happy baby pose. So we're going to grab the outer edges of our feet here and shine the soles of our feet towards the sky. We're going to let gravity do the work as the knees come inward towards the armpits. And make a note to ground down through the tailbone and the shoulders. So we keep a nice, long, straight spine, a neutral spine. And maybe we can even rock side to side if it feels good, massage through the kidneys. Wherever you are, making it a passive stretch, make it feel good. And exhale, we can release the soles of the feet towards the mat. With the knees pointed upwards, we'll just release them to the sides. So a Supta Baddha Konasana, supine bound angle pose. So the legs are in a diamond shape here. We can take the palms onto the belly, maybe one palm on the lower belly, one palm on the chest. With the soles of our feet touching, we'll breathe in deeply, sending the breath to the sacral muscles, connecting and channeling that sacral chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra, representing sexuality, creativity, and emotional stability. Breathing deeply here. We'll start to quiet the mind, slow down the heart rate, and calm the central nervous system. Release any tension in any parts of your body while your knees let gravity pull them towards the mat. As we start to quiet the mind, we'll prepare for Savasana, our final pose. Taking the legs, spreading them out wide. The toes can fall outward. We'll take the arms at our sides, palms facing up. This signals to our central nervous system that we are safe. If the eyes aren't closed already, flutter them closed. And let the body melt into your yoga mat. We'll let the legs and the arms remain heavy as you release any and all tension in between the eyebrows and the cheekbones. Release your jaw and release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Become soft. Return to a normal cycle of breath. And commit to stillness and silence in a lovely Shavasana. I invite you to pause the video and stay in Savasana if you'd like to. Otherwise, start to create small movements with your fingertips and the tips of your toes. Eventually, start to make those movements bigger as we create circles with the ankles and the wrists. Finally, we can inhale, taking a full body stretch, arms come overhead. Draw the feet in the opposite direction. And exhale, let it go. Whenever you're ready, roll onto the right side in a fetal position, cradling the head with the elbow. With the eyes remaining closed, mindfully and meditatively return to a seated position. And from here, we'll keep the eyes closed. Place the palms face up on the knees. And we'll stack our head over heart and heart over pelvis. Breathe deeply here, slowly returning to our daily conscious lives. We'll inhale, arms come up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands in prayer, heart center. Start to rub your palms together, create friction and heat. And when you feel that there's enough heat, place them on your lower belly. Breathe in here. Now place them on the inner thighs. Breathing in, taking the energy, feeling and connecting. Whenever you're ready, you can release the palms to the knees. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through my Yoga for Great Sex sequence. I hope you guys feel as refreshed as I do. Have a lovely day. Namaste.